You've got one life to live.
You guys ready?
Take one.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel Ras and Mace. I'm Rasmi and here's my husband Mason. For those of you who are new, thank you and welcome and join the family. And thank you guys so much for subscribing to our channel. And for today's video, let's talk about what we're going to tell them for today's video.
So it just struck my mind. Me and my wife were watching this show called 90 Day Fiance, and it's about like either they meet online or they go to another country and meet, and the person comes to America and they have 90 days to get married?
On a K1 visa.
On a K1 visa, and they have 90 days to get married. So I was like, let's talk about how most of the Americans, they didn't understand or have compassion of the fact that the foreigner didn't understand the way of life in America. What did you think about America when you came here?
I think I was coming to this big city, but it was not what I saw on TV.
So you thought you were coming to a big city, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I thought I was. I was thinking of like a place like what is, I would say New York, but it was different. It was like distant houses. You don't see nobody on the streets, so that's just too different.
What were some stupid questions that Americans asked you when you first got here?
Same questions they always ask. Oh, did you see? Have you seen, not like have you ever seen the monkey? Yeah.
Have you seen a monkey?
Or do you live with this kind of animals in the house? This is my answer to them. When somebody asks me that question, I tell them, if I don't go to the zoo, I can't see no animal. Those wild animals, I can't see them. I mean, I can see a cat. That's not a wild animal. You know, we don't have dogs in our house. We have a cat, but we don't have dogs.
So what do you think, what do you think an American would say if they went back to Cameroon? Not like an American that's like interested or fascinated by other countries, but like just the normal American that only knows America. What do you think they would expect?
First of all, I would say like being here, an American think of Africa as this jungle. So when you come from Africa, it's like you're from a jungle, and all you do is you live with wild animals. So they are either thinking you are one of the monkeys or your name is also a monkey, but that's not the case. It's just the same way as somebody from Africa is thinking of America like big, all this like just New York. The same way Americans are thinking it's a jungle and all that. So an African is thinking when they come here, there's nothing like the ghetto lifestyle here. They only think of the big city and all that stuff, but they don't know like the countryside of the country.
So all they know is like Los Angeles and New York.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all they know. So an American also think when you come from Africa, you are from the jungle. But I always just tell them that is not the case. And because sometimes somebody will ask me, "Do you guys have soda? Soda? Is it soda or soda?
Soda.
I hope you, yeah. Do you guys have this? Do you guys have that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we do. I mean, we don't have I don't know if we have McDonald's in Cameroon. I don't know which countries have it in Africa, but I don't think we have it in Cameroon. I was not from the city, so there are certain things that I might not know. Maybe somebody from the city will know, but I'm not too ignorant too about certain things. I was not like, oh my gosh, look at those tall buildings, oh, roads. No, I was not like that. I mean, I was educated too. So, and I watch TV and I see stuff. So it was not too new to me. I just felt like, yeah, I'm in a different country, but I was not like, it was not blowing my mind. No, it wasn't.
I think that's like the biggest thing with Americans is like we only know what we see on TV. And for somebody that's not like, most Americans don't care about anywhere but America, obviously. Most Americans don't know about anything other than the state that they live in or the city that they live in. This whole topic came up because we were watching the TV show, right? And I was telling her, like, that kind of stems off, the video that we just did with the culture that I grew up in, and you know, we call it American culture, but you know, it's just the way that I was raised, and
Just
her
like what
culture, like
basically
the way she was raised. Americans don't understand that there's a whole nother way of life.
No! God, please, no! No!
So when a foreigner comes to America, they already understand that it's going to be a different way of life in America, but not necessarily a culture, but just the different.
as a country.
There's different ways that we do things than they do things.
In different
But
countries.
Americans, they'll go to another country and wonder why or expect that that country does things the way that we do them back in America. For instance, in her country, you know, you don't have to have a car seat to ride with the baby. In our country, you go to jail if you don't have a baby in a car seat, or you get a ticket. I don't know. We don't have kids yet, but that's just a different
fact.
way of life. You know what I'm saying? It's not a cultural thing. It's just a different way of life. If an American goes to Cameroon and sees that, they're going to be like, they don't have a baby in a car seat. But if you come here, you know, you're just going to be like,
Yeah.
while we're going down the highway, and the cop's going to be like, ma'am, what are you doing?
Yeah, stuff like that.
What would you say to the American that is ignorant to those things? Like, would you tell them to educate themselves, or would you be like, you know?
I would say, because at the end of the day, most of the things they know is because of the internet at the same time.
Internet.
But still, they should educate them. They should educate themselves more. I'm from Cameroon, so I don't know how Rwandan people from Rwanda, the way their tribe or whatever goes. I don't know how Kenyan people, how their stuff go about. But, you know, some of these movies are like war movies and stuff. Some of these things, I really don't know. I'm not educated on that like that. But, you know,
I wouldn't necessarily say go watch a movie. What I would say is...
I'm not saying they should go watch a movie. But I'm saying that's most of the kind of movies they see.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why they just assume. Or when they watch... I don't know if any American watch like some Nigerian movies, or you can Google some Cameroonian movies. Why am I even going to Nigeria? I'm not Nigerian. But do stuff like that. Or you can Google Cameroon itself and see either like some cities, the capital, and all those things like that. Do things like that, you can see the pictures, the differences. Not just assume things. Because when some of these people ask you questions, I'm just looking at you like, I think you're the one who is ignorant. I'm not trying to say anybody's ignorant, but that's how I feel when they ask me those kind of questions. I don't know. I feel like us foreigners, when we get here, we adapt so fast. We know it's going to be different. So when we try to get into it instead of just trying to be like, no, this is how we are, where we come from, this is how we are. I mean, we still stay the way we are, but we adapt to the changes.
You don't force it on people.
Yeah. But an American will want you to do it their way. They're not, no, they just know their way is the perfect one. They're just, they have the perfect, they think they have the perfect everything, and you just gotta do it that way. But that's not the case. And I just think they should, if somebody who have never been out of America go out, they will love it. They will enjoy life. Because I feel like here,
research where you're going before you go there.
We're not even talking about like the culture thing. We're talking about based on the country, like how things run there. Yeah. But if you guys are looking for a place to go, Cameroon is the best place, and you have a good time. I feel like here in America, everything's like tied up. It's just, if you don't work, you can't leave. They say it's
what does
free.
It say? Everybody thinks it's all milk and honey, but they find out that the milk ain't free and the honey ain't sweet.
Tell them.
Me personally, I mean, I've been out of the country twice, and it was I've been
out of the U.S.
Well, I say out of the country, but I've been to the Bahamas and I went to Canada for a day. But that doesn't count. I went to see Niagara Falls.
Canada? Wow.
But I really plan on going out of the country. So I guess that's our thoughts on countries having their own way of life and being more open-minded to the ways that people do things in their country, especially when a foreigner comes to America. Americans understand that they have their own ways that they do things in their country, and they're going to have to adapt and understand the way we do things here first. And if you do go out of the country, understand that they have their way of life, and don't expect for them to change the way that they do things for the way that you want things done. You're going to have to do things the way that they do them. And I guess that's it for this video, y'all. So thanks for tuning in. And if you're new here, subscribe, comment, let us know what y'all think. Hit the little bell so you can get the ding ding when we post a video. And that's it for this video, y'all. We'll see you next time. Peace.